What is up and welcome back to a brand new video. This time we're looking at the new civ that is going to come out with the next New Frontier expansion, the Byzantine Empire. So the first ability is has a lot of letters in it that I can't pronounce. But what it does is heavy and light cavalry units do full damage against cities following the same religion as Byzantium. Gain the Tagma unique unit when Divine Right is discovered. Now really only the first part of the ability matters because Tagma is the unique unit, we'll get into that later. So if you convert a city to your religion, or if it has the same religion as Byzantium, heavy and light cavalry units do full damage against cities. So I think now cavalry units, I think all units actually, get damage reduction against cities, just to make it harder to take cities, I guess. But this ability is actually pretty strong. If you're able to convert a city to your religion, then all the bonuses you have to light cavalry will make it pretty much meaning you don't need anything like catapults or battering rams. 3 hits from a cavalry unit should be enough to take out a city if it does what I think it does. And the Tagma unique unit is actually a pretty good knight replacement. We'll get into that later. Taxis is the Civ ability, I think. Units receive 3 combat strength or religious strength for each holy site converted to Byzantium's religion. Byzantium's religion is spread to nearby cities when an enemy or city-state unit is defeated. +1 great profit point from cities with a holy site district. I think this is definitely the best ability Byzantium has. The 3 combat strength for each holy site, it gets better the later the game goes on, but early on you're only going to be getting like 3 or 6 combat strength. I don't know if your own holy site counts as a holy site converted, but if it does, that is a decent +3 combat strength bonus early on, which especially on higher difficulties negates the deity combat bonus the AI has. Now, Byzantium's religion is spread to nearby cities when an enemy's civ or city-state is defeated. I think that's like defeating a religious unit. It's like the same kind of bonus, which it's actually pretty good considering the AI has a butt ton of units early on, and taking them out would mean you could theoretically convert most of their cities by the time you're ready to attack them with your cavalry units. And the +1 great profit point just helps you get the religion a little bit easier and a little bit faster. Which, again, it's really good. A lot of religious civs don't have any bonuses towards actually getting a religion, Georgia. But this definitely helps Byzantium make the most of their abilities, because if they don't have a religion, then most of their abilities just don't work. Like, it's might as well play somebody else, because they're pretty much a vanilla civ. Next up, the unique units, the Tagma and the Droman. The Tagma is replacing the knight, and like that first ability said, you get it when Divine Right is discovered, so you definitely want a high cultural output as Byzantium. Keep that in mind when choosing a religion. But it provides land units within 1 tile, 4 combat strength, or 4 religious strength, which means much easier to kill units and much easier to kill other religious units, meaning it helps with your taxis ability and you get to convert cities faster because you're going to kill more units. And the +4 combat strength generally helps you in a domination victory for obvious reasons. Definitely one of the best unique units out there. The 4 combat strength and the fact that I think Divine Right is before when knights are usually researched on the research tree. Anyway, it's definitely a really good unit. The Droman is... It would be a good unit if it was medieval era unit, but the fact that it's in the classical era, it's still strong. And on an archipelago map, it would definitely be one of the strongest units. It has additional range and 10 combat strength against other units. But the combat strength against other units is really, I mean, meh. I guess you could hold a newly captured coastal city with a few Dromans, but it is definitely more of a unit destroying unit than a city-destroying unit, and it really doesn't become good unless it's like a archipelago map or small continents or something like that. So you can definitely ignore the drone, but it is a decent unit, just so you know. The Hippodrome replaces Entertainment Complex and provides 3 amenities. I think normally it provides 1, the Entertainment Complex, and it is cheaper to build. When the Hippodrome and buildings in the district are constructed, receive a free heavy cavalry unit. So does that mean when the Hippodrome is constructed, or when the buildings are constructed? Do you get 1 heavy cavalry unit for every unit? Like, if you build the Hippodrome, 1 heavy cavalry. If you get a building, 1 heavy cavalry. I think it might work like that, which makes this incredibly strong. The free unit does not require resources when created or to maintain. Okay, that's actually really good. So you don't even need iron to start building your Tagma Knights as Byzantium, which is incredible. So, the strategy I'm seeing for Byzantium is get astrology first and just focus on getting a religion early on. You'd probably need a holy site or 2, and due to your taxis ability, you get double great profits from just holy sites, so you should be able to get a religion fairly easily, and you should definitely be able to get the first religion. Uh, the the abilities I'd recommend are Crusader ability and a Culture ability. Why? The Culture ability will help you get to your Tagmas faster, and the Crusader ability is plus 10 combat strength against a city that is following your religion. Which means, on top of all these bonuses you can get, let's say you have a Tagma, plus 4 combat strength, and then plus 3 combat strength. Let's say you have 1 holy city converted, and that's plus 7. Add in the plus 10 from Crusader, and you're looking at a 17 combat strength bonus against cities. And since it's converted to your cities, you're going to do full damage to that city. Which means, I'm assuming without walls, 1 or 2 Tagma units should be more than enough to take out a city per turn, which is absolutely incredible. But the Crusader ability is definitely one of the harder religious abilities to get, so you definitely have to use your first 20 to 30 turns just focusing on getting a religion. After that, if you want to start an early war, do so, maybe take a few cities. Taking out a few units would definitely help you spread your religion, and if you take out another civ, you could easily permanently convert their holy city to your religion, sorry. Which means early on you could get a plus 3 or plus 6 combat strength bonus, and then you could focus on culture, get the Tagma nice and early, and build the Hippodrome until there's 1 turn left on it, or build the arena until there's 1 turn left on it, whichever gets you the heavy cavalry unit, and then after getting Divine Right, spend that 1 turn to finish Hippodromes in like 5 or 6 of your cities, and immediately you would get 6 Tagma units, which, if it does work that way, that is incredibly strong. So just to reiterate, when you're building your Hippodrome unit, don't finish it until you research Divine Right, because when you finish it, the Tagma unit is the heavy cavalry unit you will receive, and if you do that in 5 or 6 of your cities, you immediately have A, the best unit possible. You're going to get the Knight, which is the best medieval era unit, and B, you are going to be able to have 6 of them at once, meaning you can easily take over the world with just those 6 Tagma units. Ditto if you're ahead in culture or science. So this is definitely an A tier civ at least. Combat-wise, I'd say they're a little bit under Grand Columbia. They don't have any movement speed bonuses, and the Commandante Generals are some of the best unique units in the game. But they are definitely a top 3 domination civ, if it works out the way I'm saying. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be playing Byzantine Empire as soon as it comes out, and I will see you all in the next video.